We all watched as Donald Trump won the U.S. presidential election on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. If you have been keeping up with our series presenting an ideal candidate's campaign for United States President, you'll be familiar with the pro-working class positions of Candidate X. Although neither of the actual candidates ran on policies to support a strong working class, the USA has spoken very clearly in favor of Donald Trump. In this video, we will share Candidate X's concession speech as he reminds everyone that now more than ever is the time to come together and work to bring about change.
Hello. The statement I have prepared for today is not one of devastation and disorientation. Instead, I am going to speak to the opportunities which lay ahead of us. The American people have decisively selected Donald Trump as the next president of the United States, support which granted him well over the 270 electoral votes required to be elected to office, as well as the popular vote. This is no time for excuses or voter blaming. The 2024 election stands as a staunch rejection of the neoliberal, corporatist Democratic Party. As Bernie Sanders so rightly pointed out, 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, half have less than $500 in savings. The inflation-adjusted wages of the average worker is lower than it was 50 years ago. We are the only developed nation to not guarantee health care, nor parental leave, nor medical leave. Meanwhile, the wealth of the billionaire class has doubled during the Biden administration, and the profits of corporations placed above the needs of the people. The Democratic Party has consistently chosen to pursue identity politics, ignore the stated desires of its constituents, promote wokeism, and maintain the status quo over implementing the progressive policies that would legitimately help the working and middle classes. They have utterly alienated leftists, centrists, and working Americans alike. Instead of defining a clear plan of action that will help the American people, Harris and the DNC took the feeble positions of incremental, marginal adjustments and not being Donald Trump. Over the next 4 years, the Democratic Party must reinvent itself. It must become a legitimate party of the people, a true leftist party, and leave behind the weak, divisive, corporatist, neoliberal centrist positions that have defined it for far too long. Over the next 4 years, Donald Trump has tremendous opportunity to implement policies that will help improve the lives of Americans and the state of our union. By making good on his promises to push back on the corporate capture of our institutions, reaffirm and strengthen the right to free speech, end America's involvement in forever wars abroad, secure the border, address the chronic disease epidemic, root out the toxic doctrine of woke weakness, and help working Americans pursue the American dream. Finally, it is incumbent upon us, the American people, to make our will known in preparation for the next election. We cannot sit by and allow the political parties which have failed to adequately represent us dictate the future. The time has come to get organized and get active. Together, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. This is not the end for us. It is only the beginning. Thank you.
Keep in mind that we the people have the power of choosing who represents us in office, starting at the local and state levels. The status quo will only change if we change. This means supporting a new type of candidate, someone like Candidate X. It is up to us to make our voices heard. Electing this new type of candidate is the first step in our collective march to meritocracy. If you haven't yet, be sure to watch our previous videos outlining Candidate X's pro-working class policies so that you can better understand what an ideal candidate looks like and what you can rightfully demand of our political candidates moving forward. Thank you for watching, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel.